Hello, fellow makers, enthusiasts, and people who just want to see me talk. I'm Jan, and today I made some great improvements to both the playability and storage of my copy of Fallout the board game. Let's take a look at why I'm so excited, and why maybe you should be too. Welcome back. Now, before we go any further, let's talk a little bit about Fallout the board game. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, based on the popular series of video games, Fallout, obviously. It's both cooperative and competitive, and it's a lot of fun. I personally ordered my copy when they first announced that they're making it. It was on pre-order for about a year. I got it late last year, and I have really loved it. The one downside to it is that the inside of the box was absolute. Well, anyway, currently mine looks like this. Everything is nice and organized. You've got the player boards here, you've got all the cards, all the tokens, all the land pieces, everything in place. And these boxes aren't just for storage either, so you can use basically all of them for gameplay. Obviously this one's going to be mostly empty, but you can actually use that as a dice cup. You've got your caps here, you've got your mission cards, and you've got all the other tokens that you need. That little thing in there actually pulls out again, so you've got one more thing. You can spread these over your table, and you can keep everything organized, nice and tidy. What comes with Fallout is this. It's a piece of cardboard. It folds in, and it looks nice, but is just not functional. Now, usually I'd be really happy with a company choosing to use cardboard instead of plastic for packaging, but with board game boxes, the point isn't to open it, throw the packaging away, and use the product. The box is for storage and might even help with the game itself. We can go all the way back to a game that most of you probably know, Monopoly, and here's my copy of Monopoly, bought in London in the early 90s, and you can see the game box itself houses the banker tray, which you use during the game, and it really helps keep everything organized and is really handy. Some other games, such as Dominion, come with a plastic insert that is only for storing the cards but keeping them in order while you're not playing. And then there's other games such as Small World, where you use the inside of the box during the game to keep all the tokens organized, because there would just be way too many floating around. The whole game would be a mess if you don't use it. So that's really smart. And then there's some games such as Betrayal at House on the Hill that come with enough storage set into the box to actually fit an expansion that they release at a later date. Now, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's really nice because then you can have everything in one box and not bother with so many different things if you want to take it out to a friend's or a cafe or wherever to play, or even just storing it in the house. Now, as for Fallout, when you open the game the first time, this is what you get. There's the cardboard insert, a couple of things are in little Ziploc bags, and the rest of it, the cards, were just sealed in plastic wrap. This isn't really handy for wanting to play. There's way too many tokens all over the place. You have these little bags. It's just a mess. So what I ended up doing was going on Thingiverse, because I figured someone else had probably run into the same issue as me. Why do twice the work, especially if someone else is probably better at designing than I am? And sure enough, I found this design by Kavett, which was indeed a lot better than what I would have designed myself. Now, I printed this a while ago, and since then, there's a couple of mods to that design and a couple of other designs out there as well, and they're really good. Especially since I ran into a situation where I guess my game box is just a little bit smaller, or then my tolerances weren't quite right on the prints or something, but all of the boxes in Kavett's design didn't fit into mine. Then again, I also felt I didn't need a box for everything, so I just printed out the ones I wanted, and they go in my box just beautifully. That's it for this time. I really want to thank Kavett for designing this Fallout board game organizer. It's made playing this game, which is already an awesome game, a lot more fun, a lot quicker to set up, a lot quicker to clean up. If you have a copy of Fallout the board game, I highly recommend you print out these or get someone to print them for you. It makes a huge difference to the gameplay. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. You can check out some of my other videos, and I'll have more coming out as soon as I possibly can. I'm Jan. This has been Today I Made. Thanks.